Welcome to the Capital Exchange. I'm Steve Wilbur, Managing Director at Allen Capital Group.
And I'm Travis Portwood, Chief Investment Officer with Allen Capital Group.
Travis, one question we are commonly faced with answering is, should someone pay down debt or should they invest their money? You and I both know there's no universal truth for everyone here.
Right.
And the decision really is about trade-offs and what's right for you and your family. When making these decisions, we shouldn't only think about maximizing returns or thinking about, we also need to think about minimizing our regret. This is really about personal experiences and that having an enormous impact on how people feel about debt and investing, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree, Steve. And let's start with one of the more straightforward choices people are faced with, and that's paying off high interest variable debt like credit cards. I mean, the math's fairly simple here. Credit card interest is normally north of 20%, which is much higher than a reasonable expected return on stocks. So removing the high interest credit card debt puts you ahead financially.
Yeah.
However, if you have a sizable amount of credit card debt, there's a much deeper issue to resolve here. While you're paying down that type of debt, you need to establish a budget you can live with and control your spending. And one of my favorite sayings on the matter, Steve, is savings is the gap between your income and your ego. And learning to control your ego early is important. A residual effect of going through the process to establish that budget is you will develop a healthy savings habit, and a healthy savings habit over a lifetime is unquantifiable. But it's worth a great deal. And one form of savings that you might be surprised is often overlooked is just saving in your employer's retirement plan, like a 401k.
Yeah.
Most employers offer a match to contributions made to the plan. So in effect, you're giving yourself a raise there. Whereas if you don't take advantage of that match, probably leaving money on the table.
No, you're absolutely right, Travis. And another big choice people make is having a mortgage versus owning their home. Rationality tells us today, with the low interest rate environment, that you should really take advantage of the cheap money. So having the mortgage and then using the money you would use to pay down the loan otherwise and investing that in potentially higher returning assets such as a stock. You know, but that may not be reasonable for some people, isn't that right?
Yeah, paying off your mortgage in today's low interest rate environment, Steve, is almost indefensible on paper or in a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
However, for some people, it could be a great money decision. For some, the independent feeling of owning a home far exceeds the known financial gain from investing that money. And sometimes being happy is better than being right because, I mean, really, there is no substitute for sleeping well at night.
You're absolutely right, Travis. This has been great. I look forward to it next week.
I look forward to it as well. Thank you for watching this week's Exchange.
To make sure you don't miss out on future discussions, please follow us on social media.
Make sure to like and share our videos, and we'll see you next week.